Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining this session. I'm sorry my presentation is in English. My Spanish is not very good. In this session, I'm going to speak about the IoT gateways, which are developed by Option to help the system integrator to implement IoT projects. And let's first talk about who is Option, because I represent the company Option. We are a company that is based in Belgium. We are a public company. We're listed on the Stock Exchange of Brussels, and we are existing already since 1986, driving innovation into wireless experiences. We were, for example, the first Qualcomm licensee in Europe, having developed mobile phones and USB sticks with Qualcomm technology. Our focus is on wireless connectivity solutions, and our activities are basically twofold. We develop engineering projects for our customers, and we also develop the CloudGate, which is an IoT gateway that is used to implement IoT projects. In our engineering product portfolio, we focus on wireless products. That means that we develop full turnkey solutions for our customers that can go all the way from mechanical integration up to antenna integration and so on. Production can be done by Option, or it can also be done by the customer. We let the customer choose depending on what he wants to do with his production setup. We have an advanced engineering lab in Belgium that we can use to generate the reliable products for our customers. On the right side you see a picture of our antenna measurement room, which is a room that is used to measure the performance of antennas that we design. At the bottom you see some examples of devices that we have developed for our customers. On the left side you see a CAN bus reading device that is used by insurance companies in the US to read out the performance of the driver. Next to that you see two LoRaWAN sensors that we also developed for our customer in the US. CloudGate itself is the main product for Option. Basically we are developing CloudGate with four different principles in mind. First of all, flexible hardware. Secondly, flexibility in software development. Cloud-based provisioning of the software. And also last, being able to customize the product according to the needs of the customer. The CloudGate platform itself is flexible both in hardware and in software, and it has cloud-based updates available. Flexibility in hardware is realized by using expansion cards that can be inserted in the CloudGate in the front side and the back side. And these cards can even be developed by the customer, because we provide the ways for the customer to develop his own card for the CloudGate. From the software side, we are a Linux-based environment, so using our SDK, customers can develop software for the CloudGate, which is not an easy story for most system integrators because they are not so familiar with development of software in C code in Linux. So we developed also an application that's called Reflexiones for our customers that makes it a lot easier for customers to develop software for the gateway. And to use the software on the gateway, you have to download the software. And this can be done through our platform that's called CloudGate Universe, available free of charge for our customers to keep the software up to date on the gateway. Hardware flexibility is done with expansion cards, as I explained. We have a lot of cards for the front side and for the back side of the CloudGate. The front cards are more focused on wired connectivity with protocols such as CAN bus, M-bus, Modbus and so on, while the back cards are more focused on wireless connectivity. You can choose between Wi-Fi, LoRa, Zigbee, wireless M-bus and so on. There's one exception, which is the Bluetooth card, which is a front card that can be combined with LoRa or Wi-Fi in the backside. Software flexibility is done by Reflexiones, which is an award-winning software program from Option. It is embedding all the protocols that are used in IoT from the device side, such as M-bus and Modbus and LoRa, but also from the cloud side. We support MQTT, REST API, FTP, HTTPS, but you can also choose one of the existing platforms like Microsoft Azure, AWS, Cumulocity to facilitate the transfer transfer of data from the device side to the cloud base. CloudGate Universe is then our platform to allow you to download this software on the gateways. CloudGate Universe has the ability to make groups of your gateways, and with these groups you can make sure that all the gateways in the group have the same settings, both firmware and configuration. Firmware can be the firmware released by Option, it can also be an application developed by yourself or by Option, and the configuration can be a flow running on the level threads. Customization is done very easily. You can replace the logo plate on the CloudGate, and you see some examples of logo plates from some customers of Option, like Orbcom, a satellite company in Canada, Honeywell, active in the building control. So there are many companies who have done this in the past, and you can also customize the logo plates on the bottom side of the gateway, so you have top and front, top and bottom side customization for your gateway. Let's go over the portfolio of CloudGates. We have 5 different CloudGates that we can offer to you. The first one is basically the CloudGate Ethernet and CloudGate LTE. They have the same body as you can see, but they have a modem inside or not. That's the difference between those two variants. All the CloudGates have a large temperature range from -30 to +70, so they can be used in harsh circumstances. They also have a ruggedized housing. They're not used to, in this form factor, not able to use outside in the rain. You have to use a protective environment if you want to use them in a wet environment. Besides that, they have 2 Ethernet ports, they have a micro SD card interface, and we give also 5 years warranty. One of the new features in this revision is also that we offer a battery option for the CloudGate. With the battery option, the CloudGate can survive without mains power on the for a limited lifetime. With the LTE modem, we can work in all regions of the world because the modem is worldwide certified, and you can go from Asia to South America with the same gateway. This is an example of how CloudGate Ethernet is used by one of our customers, which is Signonic. This is a customer in Belgium doing worldwide deployment of barcode projectors. They have used the CloudGate to connect to these projectors, but also to connect to sensors that are placed inside the cinema room to measure the light and sound quality in the cinema. They use the CloudGate Ethernet because most cinema projectors have a cable modem inside that they can use to offer connectivity. The CloudGate Micro is a variant of the CloudGate LTE. It has the same modem interface, but the capability to insert expansion cards by the customer has been removed. We only offer some ex-factory options. You can choose the CloudGate Micro with battery, with LoRa or with Wi-Fi. And the use cases can be quite simple, such as remote VPN connection, an access point, connectivity backup, but also more advanced use cases like a LoRaWAN server, or you can use Modbus TCP, SNMP, OPC UA, BACnet, all protocols that run over Ethernet. This is an example use case of a CloudGate Micro with LoRa used by our customer Greenfield in the US. They use the CloudGate for leak detection in big apartment buildings and hotel rooms, and they combine this with a sensor that is used to switch valves, water valves on and off to prevent the leaks from making damage. We developed a Class A sensor for the leak detection and a Class C sensor for closing the valves for this company. CloudGate Mini is another variant of CloudGate that is standard shipped with a fixed front card. This front card has a lot of connectivity embedded, CAN bus, Modbus, RS232, I2C, GPIOs. This makes it possible for many customers to use this gateway inside vehicles or inside industrial environments or inside street cabinets, for example, to monitor the street cabinets and to be able to interface to all the IoT elements in a street cabinet. This is an example customer of the CloudGate Mini. This is a customer in the US again. Line Vision is producing solutions for monitoring high voltage transmission lines. They have developed a special LiDAR sensor to monitor those lines, but these consume a lot of energy. And since the device is solar powered, the CloudGate is providing connectivity for these LiDAR sensors, but also switching on and off the LiDAR sensor based on the requirement from the customer. So there's a battery inside that provides power to the CloudGate, and the battery is recharged over solar cell. This customer is now also deploying the CloudGate in Japan, and we are now doing certification of this solution in Japan on the demand of this customer. Our last member of the family is CloudGate Nano. This is a gateway with a narrowband IoT COT-M modem. As you can see, we sacrificed the second Ethernet port to be able to use an M-bus and a Modbus interface, because these kind of interfaces are used a lot in the kind of use cases where we use the CloudGate Nano. And those are twofold. First of all, for metering. With M-bus you can do water and gas metering. With Modbus you can do electricity metering. And secondly, to be able to use this gateway as a LoRaWAN server. LoRaWAN has a low bandwidth of data, and narrowband IoT and COT-M have a low bandwidth to the cloud interface, so together they form a perfect match for developing IoT solutions. As you can see, also on this CloudGate we can offer battery or a Wi-Fi or a LoRaWAN card as an ex-factory option for the CloudGate Nano. This is an example customer. This is a use case from Salzburg AG, which is a customer in Austria. They offer electricity, gas and district heating to their customers. They have a lot of hydropower and solar plants available as well. In our use case, we provide connectivity to the meters that are installed at their customer. And these are electricity meters, but with M-bus they have the additional capability to interface to water and gas meters as well at the same location. For this customer we use the optical port of the meter to read out the metering data. We also develop a special protocol that is used on meters only called DLMS COSM to be able to interpret the data coming from the meter. You can read the kilowatt hours, the voltage, the ampere and so on. And this is also a custom development done for this customer in Austria. This is then the complete portfolio overview of our CloudGates. As you can see, one Ethernet version, 3 LTE Cat4 versions and 1 LTE Cat-M version. All of them can be equipped with battery, all of them are capable to be used with LoRa, and we have a lot of capabilities to use these gateways in all kinds of IoT use cases. There's also a CloudGate I/O box, which is used for use cases where you have a lot of I/O connectivity needs. To conclude our presentation, first of all, CloudGate is an IoT gateway that comes in several variants, and so it can easily be adapted to any IoT use case that we encounter in the field. Secondly, with Level Threads, the programming of the CloudGate becomes really easy. It's just connecting blocks on a canvas, and any software engineer can program the CloudGate this way. Software provisioning can be done automatically from a free cloud platform that we offer as option. It's called CloudGate Universe. Every customer can have access to this platform. And last, CloudGate can easily be rebranded, so it becomes your gateway instead of an option gateway. Thank you for your attention. Gracias por su atención. Thank you.